Hi, y'all. This is me, Mrs. Unique Bubba. And today I thought I would talk to you about an amazing um, activity that's really good for you. It's good mentally and physically. And this wonderful activity that you can do is square dancing. I'm currently wearing a more traditional, like, square dance outfit right now. I do have some non traditional square dance outfits as well. I really love the square dance. My dad actually is one of my teachers on how to square dance. He's a caller. A caller is a person who gets up on stage and tells the dancers what to do. So you know of the basic do, se do, square through, and turn your partner round and round, and all that other wonderful, really basic stuff. But you really don't know the true wonderfulness to square dancing. So yeah, here I am. I'm going to tell you a bit more about square dancing because I am a square dancer. I actually started when I was 8 years old, believe it or not. I was a little 8-year-old running around square dancing and having fun with my sisters, my dad, and my mom, and all my other wonderful square dancing friends, going to conventions, and dances, and all that wonderful jazz. So I mentioned it before, a square dancer and a square dance caller. A square dance caller is the one up on the stage and he's calling and telling dancers what to do. And the dancers are listening to the caller and then they're going to be doing what the caller says. So generally when we get introduced to square dancing, we're thinking it's going to be extremely pattern based. It's not at all. As a dancer, the only thing I know as I'm entering onto the dance floor is the level in which I am dancing. Plus mainstream, basic, challenge, advanced, C1, C2, C3, C4. Oh, there's also A1 and A2. Don't remember all of them off the top of my head, but I believe the highest one is C4 that you can get to. My dad can call all levels from beginner to C4, although he doesn't dance C4 very well. I can do beginner, mainstream, and plus. Beginner, anyone can do. It's you come in with for a beginner, you come in with absolutely no knowledge, and then you learn some basic moves, just like about 5 or 6 of them, and the caller comes in and gives you the dance moves, and then he calls dance with the moves in which he teaches you. Sometimes they're not exactly how the moves are done, but to the extent that's needed for doing a one night stand is what they're called when you come in to a group with absolutely no knowledge at all. They're called one night stands. And they don't have to be exactly the calls. They can be called different names. They can be variations of different names depending on the dance. You go to a Star Wars themed dance, the caller may change some of the names of the calls to base a Star Wars theme, or go to a more Western themed dance, the same thing occurs there, or any other themed dance. He can adjust the names of the calls. He will inform you what the actual name is, but that doesn't, and then you have fun with playing it because you're new dancers. It doesn't matter. And if you want to learn more, you can go to a mainstream class and learn more. So yeah. But I actually have done very little calling. I actually brought something that callers use to help puzzle out how to think through the not sets, the patterns that they're going to use during the dance. Because you can't always what's it called? Darn it! Automatically know what to do next. Sight call is what I call it. Sight call. You can't always sight call dances. At Mainstream Plus, it's pretty easy to sight call, and as you go farther up, the more advanced you go, the more difficult the call, which means the more difficult it is to sight call as well. So Grand calls will use something like this in order to prepare for a dance. They've got, as you can see, there are 4 guys, which are these ones, I believe. These are the guys, or in the Bo's position. And then we've got 4 girls, which are in the Bell's position. You don't have to be a guy or a girl to be in a Bo or a Bell position. It's just the general scheme, the guy and the girl. It could be a girl and a guy, or a girl, or a guy and a guy. It doesn't really matter. We're not gender specific. I actually do both. I do both Belle and Bo. So I can dance as the girl or the guy. So they use stuff like this in order to create patterns that they can use in a dance to help resolve a dance or to help teach someone how to dance, because it's a little easier to see it on here than when you're actually moving out there, especially for much more complicated calls as well. Oh, there's also this thing that's on the back. This is Hex, which is another form of dancing, which is part of square dancing. Instead of 4 couples, there are 6 couples instead. So yeah, but there's more information about this. There's, oh, this isn't right. This is upside down. This is the head couple. These are the head couples, and these are the side couples. The heads and sides directly in relation to where the collar is. I'm the collar, so this would be the head couple, and these would be the side couples. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Goes clockwise. And as you can see, the tiles are also named to help with positionings as well. So yeah, you can also do 2 people square dances instead of 4 people. It's a little simpler, but it's also more complicated depending on how the caller uses it. And they can also make it so that multiple different squares, so this is a square, which is made of 8, can be connected to make a giant square as well. So yeah, which is also kind of fun to do. I've been in see how big was that dance? Oh, really big. At least a 20 groups of 8 people like this dancing together by one call. That was a really fun dance. You also, if you are friends with a group of couples in the next square directly next to you, you can also mess around as well. And you can also, if you can be fluent like I am, I can dance boy or girl, you can also mess things up and switch positions as being so that the girl is in the guy's position and the guy is in the girl's position. So yeah, in the middle of the dance was also really fun. And there you can also add some other things as well, which is called styling to your dancing. Depending on the call the caller makes, you can add stylistic changes to your group as long as everyone in the group knows that you are doing that stylistic change. Like Grand Square. Grand Square is a very fun one where heads face, then they step out, then they go out, and this, and the same. And on the other side, these come in, and they make a square, little square. These go do 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 do, kind of thing. Well, if you're good and you have a good group, you can actually combine these 2 groups together, and then you guys can track in one position and make the whole thing work. But there has to be someone who is a strong leader in order to do that, or it was pre-planned ahead that you guys were going to do it as well. And there's other things that you can do in this to switch positions for the grand square as well. Although there are some things that you really don't want to switch on, which is a call called Teacup Chain. Teacup Chain is evil. Evil, evil, evil. It's a beautiful call, but it's very evil to dance. It's one of the more challenging calls you learn in, I think it's mainstream. No, in plus. In plus, you learn it in plus. Grand Square is in mainstream, and Teacup Chain is in plus. There we go. I've also talked to my dad about changing some of the names so that it'd be more. If he were to go to call a college dance or something along those lines, that he could possibly change some of the names into be more alcohol versions of them, which would be kind of fun to do. I think so, at least, but that's my age talking. But it'd also be fun to do it at older dances as well. But I just want to talk to you a little bit about square dancing. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Yeah, it's not exactly what you think it is. It's a little different. Like I said, you don't know what's going to happen. It's not all patterns. Although if you do want patterns, you go into round dancing. That's all patterns. And or line dancing. That one is also patterns as well. So yeah, but line dancing is you're all by yourself. And I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. Um, like I said, square dancing isn't what you seemed. Like and subscribe. Bye, y'all.